And Derek,
really
great
well done
job
by
moving
Derek.
there. Oh, what a thin snipe!
And Russo gets backed out of the cut.
No way! No way! No way!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Mario Kart Boards. We got a special one, JX versus Now or Never. I'm joined by Kev and Zesti.
Yep, this is a monster match. NON, they have been on a road of many big wins. Lots of huge wins for them. MW, SE, a lot of huge wins from them. And they're using Luke instead of Susui and Tears instead of Roast. They've been playing all day, and these are like their first matches of the day, I believe. So they're just going with something different.
When we didn't realize that we were muted, Zesti was expressing his sentiment about those two players coming in. Luke coming in fresh. We had Susui playing for the majority of the tournament, as well as Roast for the bagging department. But let's see how those two players can come in and just make a difference, because this is going to be a tough task for them. I did have Superbia as the dark horse team, but Now or Never ended up defeating them by 4 after being down by low 20s going into the last race. And Jungle Parkway, they shocked in the cannon in 2-3-4, and they were able to maintain it. It was sort of like a here's Hog Dini kind of moment, if anybody gets that reference.
Knockout takes, Almunia saves, knockout follows in, Almunia saves again. Here's Hog Dini!
Here's Hog Dini! But yeah, this is going to be a special matchup. I'm really looking forward to see how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, and another thing to note is Jazz is batting instead of Russo, and that's going to make a huge difference. Because Russo, I didn't watch much of that match, but we did see the troll penalty come in. I don't think Jazz is going to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Russo troll penalty. I don't even think he got a lot of shocks for them. I mean,
yeah.
it was all types of horrible. I mean, Jazz though, he's really gonna change things for them. He's gonna change the hood.
And this is right here. This is probably the strongest lineup. Maybe not strongest lineup overall, in like, because you can add maybe one extra person for someone like. Actually, you know what? I could argue that this is the best 4 in the entire tournament. I mean, you could easily slot in players like Casperinos. You can slot in, a couple other players from other teams. But this is, wow, this is really strong.
You're saying this is Team World.
This is war right here.
Yeah.
War caliber.
Oh, for both teams or just one?
Well, for JX, but for Now or Never, they also have a decent line. They have Casperinos. He's an insane playmaker, probably the most flashy player in the game. If you're ever in a rut, he's the kind of person that you will depend on to get you out of that rut.
That's true.
Spec's pretty underrated himself. I don't see many people like referring to him as a D1 player. Same with Quinn. We'll see how they do in this matchup.
For sure. Yeah, Spec is going to be a player to look at, because him and Susui didn't really have the best performance last time out against Superbia, but they got the win there, especially with that last-ditch effort. And so we're going to be looking at Spec, and also Luke, I think, is going to be another notable player. His lines are super strong, and he used to be quoted as sort of a TT bot back when he played like a year ago, a little over a year ago, but he has improved since then.
But yeah, I mean, Susui may have had one bad match like the last one, but he has been going off all day today. Like, I think he got 120 versus MW, something like that.
And another thing about Susui, like I haven't played many wars with him, but he has really, really good comms. And I think they might be lacking that with this lineup.
Oh yeah, I've been told Luke does not have the greatest comms. So I mean, hopefully he does, but I mean, we'll see
who's going to be calling the shots for this team.
Exactly.
But we're going to be seeing a 1-3-5-7. Early on, I could easily see them picking BCW, JX.
GV? It's an underrated pick for all spots, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Sorry.
And honestly, I don't think, like, you can pick a lot of tracks in 2-4-6-8 as long as you don't have first. I mean, there's a lot of options.
Yeah, but GV is definitely a monster track pick for 2-4-6-8.
Seems that they're gonna look to abuse Mura's glitch-taking abilities with BCW first race.
I did mention in the previous cast that he is arguably the best glitch/ultra taker in the game, maybe aside from NT Nash. also a pretty huge player in his own right. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, race 1. JX versus Now or Never. We are underway.
Let's go.
Jeff is going to look
bomb.
maybe back. No, he's going to trail this.
Casper saving the bomb. Maybe a bomb snipe on this turn right here. Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, got himself.
Yeah, I like that he was willing to get him out as early as possible in that situation, but throwing a bomb there, it's a really tight window. You got to make sure you slow down a little bit. I thought maybe he would have thought that the bomb would have exploded a little bit earlier, but let's switch over to Frozen here. I'm interested to see what he's going to do in this situation.
Did see
Which is not blocked. It's not
Did
blocked.
Jeff miss the block? Yeah, I think he missed the block there.
Well, I don't think he wants to block it.
Yeah, I think Murray's the only glitch taker in here.
Interesting here, and
he
there it is.
makes it.
Murray is in first now.
And he did start from the back, so he could have triple shrooms or golden in first. You never know.
Yeah.
So he's in the best position possible, and he can maybe 3 for 3.
Yeah, I mean, Zesti would know a lot about this.
Yeah, this is my domain.
I think Murrah slowed. I think there could have been a blue there. I saw him in the minimap slowing down. Either that or he just kind of flubbed a little bit. I saw him slow down in the minimap.
And look at the baggers. They're nowhere near each other right now. One of them's going.
I would have thought
one's
that
up the
maybe that
last
bagger
round.
and last would have chained a couple of boxes first. Because look at that break that he has, right? And you're not going to be, well, you're going to hit a box, but it's only going to be once every 10 seconds, assuming that you'll fall off with Bill or Golden.
And I think I saw the bagger in 10th is Jazz, which I would have guessed because Jazz is just a monster.
And JX are in a really good position here. Frozen holding last, and look at everyone in front of him. 5, 6, 7 is NON.
He's not going to get blued off, I don't think. I think he should be safe, Murrah, so he's going to be able to keep top 2. Slows down a little bit. Smartly does.
Ooh, JX top 3, TS2 3. I think Murrah's still gonna be able to edge out the glitch, but I don't think he has
Frozen lost star as well. He got random green right before, so he couldn't use a star.
Murrah should be securing first, though.
Yeah, I don't think Casper's gonna
Unless
take it.
Frozen, that's blocked.
Again, third, wow.
This is a key spot right here for Casper, maybe to be able to try to back Frozen. Frozen goes inside of that back spam and uses the Mega. Don't think he's going to catch up to him unless he gets a Shroom.
Triple nanas.
Oh,
You can go for a big
snipe?
snipe here.
Yeah, I saw the snipe on the other POV.
Oh,
that was actually
Ooh,
sick.
nice. I don't think he beats him, though.
He did
It's not enough.
Unfortunately, they're not fully synced, just a couple of seconds ahead. But yeah, we were looking at the left side POV for Casper. He got sniped right on the money, but he was able to get the trick on the geyser right after. So it's going to be a photo finish.
All right, well, let's see the spots here. Let's see what it's looking like. And
That's really what we expected from BCW. Murrah just taking glitch. Anyone can't get to it in time, and he just really easily wins that race. And we see the spamming and 9 strat working here for NON, but it's not enough.
Yeah, we were giving Jazz his praise about his bagging. Arguably the best bagger in the game, was easily able to overtake Tears, but he went all the way back, right? And he had a bit of a break from Tears, so I thought maybe Jazz could have chained. I think he had Bill potentially, so he fell off.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing about bagging, though. It's pretty much luck-based. I mean, every bagger's on the same levels, pretty much, because, you know, I mean, maybe Jazz is, like, ahead of the rest of the game, but, like, every bagger pretty much is on the same level. It's pretty much all up to luck, all up to chance.
But sometimes it's what you make with that chance. For example, if you pull maybe a star in 10th and the other bagger's not too far behind, do you try to go for that stop star, or do you continue to go forward? You know, it's little things like that can filter into the bagging mind games, if you will. There are plenty of mind games as well.
It's true.
Going into
you gotta be smart. If you want to be a bagger, you got to be smart. That's just
if you have the shock, do you want to run away and be safe with it, or do you want to fake him out as if you were to have Bill and to try to get him to start out of you, and then once he goes for you, then you avoid him? It's a lot of mind games going into it.
Yeah, Casper keeping his second with the slip drift there. He's going to be able to outline.
Casper was
here.
like side to side with Murrah on Murrah's screen, so he wasn't able to get that nano on.
Oh,
JX easily breaking into the top.
Oh,
as I say that.
Casper gets
the
his
speed
strat. Punished from Jeff's misplay. Jazz is winning out slightly. Does he get the non-stop? Doesn't look like he does get the non-stop hop, so it's going to be 50-50 going back.
This golden
Look
is
at
gonna be so
Frozen
good.
here. He's gonna get up there.
Yeah, after this ramp,
Go for
I
a
mean,
bump
on
off
the
here
log-
for sure. Or not.
no. On the log, you shroom, you gone. It's just over.
Yeah, that's true. And a TC on the other POV.
Yeah,
Casper
Golden
getting
here is
TC
not
to
too
7.
bad either. I was wondering if he was going to try to bump Quinn off there, but he opts to hold it to get the, to get the better of the Golden exchange there.
Really
Yeah, I mean,
blue
not
shell.
bad. It's probably one of the best spots on the track to go.
Yeah. This is a good spot for Frozen. I mean, he gets Nana, but he can just easily pull these greens out and make it a nuisance for Quinn. But Quinn outlines him. Beautifully done.
Ooh.
There should be a star on the ground here. No, someone picked it up from last lap.
Yeah, Wigglers don't cause any interference to a top 2. Right, he's probably gonna go for a snipe here.
And Tears just made it back after basically just crawling all the way back. But
Oh
it looked
my
like-
Ooh, the snipe.
I think he
nasty.
got him off too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, on
nasty.
the other POV, Casper just sneakily passed the TC to one of the JX players there, and unfortunately, we're not able to see both. But that will definitely go on the YouTube bot. That was a nice play.
Yeah, I mean, this whole cast is gonna go on the YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, just
Ooh.
Frozen dodging here, and Casper dodged in a star outside of the cannon. He does have Shroom switch over to him real quick. I want to see how well he's going to be able to break this up.
Okay, Specs up here. Oh, but JX is top 2.
3-4. It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
They need some sniping items here.
I would say...
Right.
Oh, he gets the red off though.
Okay, now he's going to have to make a play on 4th.
Oh, a bomb
wow.
snipe out of nowhere.
Gets him right back.
One does not simply get Jeff out of a top spot and get away with it.
And if that ain't the truest stuff I ever heard.
And that's going to be a top 2 for JX. That was a really nice response there from Jeff.
It's a pretty lucky item though. I mean,
Alright.
Attaboy Monyz. Monyz doing the work. Doing the work to sink the POVs. The little flub earlier is not going to matter.
Alright, Zesti, go on with the analysis, man. What do you gotta say?
early in this war, we're seeing JX just controlling the top spots. They've been in first maybe every second of this war. And that's got to be a concern. They have got their 2 track picks though, which does play a big part into keeping your top spots, but they're doing a really good job. And they're getting the shocks.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you remember
NON,
what happened to Quinn? Because I know that he was able to outline Frozen
got
lap
sniped
2.
He got sniped.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, NON, they want to pick a tracker you can golden up early, maybe DDR, Koopa Cape, you know, maybe even, dare I say, Moo Moo Meadows, you know. Just want to shroom up there early.
I don't know about Moo Moo. I feel like that's a bit speculative.
Yeah, you don't see that track played a lot in
Unless you're AV.
top dig.
Yeah. But it's really underrated for running. You just golden up, you're first, gone. I mean, just worry about blue, I guess.
Yeah.
And shock.
Oh yeah.
Indiv pick from Sean. We got the Warriors Gold Mine coming out. This is a track that Jeff really does like to run though. So I feel like any team that Jeff is going to be in, they're going to kind of accommodate for his style of play, his taste in track picks, and there it goes. Warriors Gold.
Wow, it picks the lone Wario's gold mine.
But only 1-3 here though. Do you think that's good enough for JX? I mean, they can get a box on the left hand side.
It can prevent the draft. Then I don't see the problem with it.
Yeah.
And look at Frozen's line here.
Yeah, switch over to Frozen. Yeah, he opts to go all the way to the right, and he's going to do a double MT.
Yeah.
However, there is a draft. Luke's gonna get into first.
That's
Luke
clutch.
with the
What a
TTs, but the shroom.
Groom.
Oh, he's just
That's
gonna-
actually huge.
Oh, he's gonna try
Yeah.
and bump him.
It was
through,
instinctual
yeah.
for Frozen.
Oh.
He's
Well-
gonna get. Oh, that's a really good play there. Going horizontal to not get bumped off.
Yeah.
This may be the first few seconds of NON being in first.
Yeah,
This is high level MT.
they gotta cherish it, but this bomb's gonna send them all back.
Yeesh. Alright, JX 2345. This
They're in
is
blue positions, and Frozen's
Yeah.
gonna go for that blue. Or
Mega.
or Mega.
he's got, oh.
He
He's gonna
just
be doing
puts
work
his
here.
team into winning positions.
Yeah.
We saw this a lot actually in the match against Superbia. We saw Frozen doing a lot of the dirty work.
Yeah.
And he was the quote unquote midfielder, the engine in the midfield.
he was playing midfield. Dare I say quarterback, you know.
Nice back there from Jeff. Tells Frozen to go wide there, and he gets a back spam off. And it looks to me like somebody drops an item too, and it hits Casper. It was Quinn after he got back spam there. So kind of a domino effect. Nicely done.
Wow, look at his bottom three. Looking like the Three Stooges out here. Just can't do anything. And Frozen just continuing to go for blue.
It's all up to Luke here. I mean,
One blue, and this is top 4.
Yeah.
But we don't know shock situation.
Yeah, well, the non-bagger is in last right now
Yeah.
after Jazz was initially in 10th, but he pulled a couple
He's
of
not going to get to the box before TS, I don't think.
golden and 5th
Yeah.
for Frozen.
Without TSing, I don't really see much of a comeback here.
Gets it. He goes for the half pipe box, and he gets shocked.
Yeah, Jeff's out of here. He is out of here.
He can draft Sean, though, and maybe get all the
He's
way up
going
to
to grow
second.
and get a red off, maybe.
Yes, this is... Oh... I thought for sure he was going to go for
No,
one.
he's probably gonna run him
Maybe
after
on the
here.
landing.
Yep, 2 reds. Oh. Yeah, nah.
It's
Luke
2,
keeps
3,
the
4,
first.
though. It's another winning race.
I mean, that's what he had to do. That's what Luke did what he had to do. You know, he just
Yeah.
had to spam his lines there.
It all came down to that lap 1 snipe.
Yeah, for sure. I think Frozen might have thought that Luke had a box, right? Because you can get a box on the moving cart. I wasn't sure if he got one, but I think Frozen was just worried about getting trailed while he was small, so he played it safe and tried to side red him on landing.
Yeah, you'll take a winning race.
Yeah.
But this is another shot for Tears. I think he's winning right now, 2-1.
I mean, I don't know much about Tears except that he played for EA last season. I don't know much about him, but he seems to be a good banger, you know. He's worthy
Yeah.
of his status.
I think anyone had to be holding blue. I mean, Frozen was going ham for that blue and he could not pull it. He
Regardless,
didn't get a TC either, so.
not a bad start to this final match. And remember, now or never are coming up from the losers bracket, right? So they're going to have to win this one in order to force a bracket reset. This is not a best of 3 per se, but it's kind of like Smash rules, where if you win, you reset the bracket, and then if you win the second time, you are the grand champions.
Yep,
Yeah.
JX up 13. I mean, anyone still can come back easily. It's just the first race. I mean, well,
They have
third
not got a
race.
track pick, so. In these wars, I think track picks matter way more. In
True.
top div and close wars. And the skill gap's not that big.
Yeah, it's funny because despite top players, despite being able to adapt to any track picks matter more in these sort of high level exchanges than ever, right? Because you can take advantage of some running power if you're occupying top spots and picking a solid track, but instead
It's 4-0.
it's gonna be Parkway.
And
Another
Murray's gonna
Daisy
be
track.
loving this.
They really like.
Susui here from Team NON. So we'll
Yeah.
see how they play this.
One thing that I noticed about some of these top players, especially if you have someone like Jeff or Murra in the lineup, is that they love to accommodate for those players in whichever tracks that they're strong at running at. Because, like I said, they're able to adapt to any track. And we do see Murra in second here, right behind Frozen. They could be able to get some drafts off of each other.
Nice play by Frozen.
Oh yeah, gets
Letting
this
Murra
throw
into
off.
first.
Switch over to Frozen, actually. Yeah, that was a really nice slow. And they're going to be falling behind really early on.
Nana's on the bridge. Oh, nobody's getting past that. Nobody. I'll tell you that.
Again, JX just in top spots. If they're not first, they're second.
It
They're
took the
just
backers a
all
while
up here.
to it took them a while to commit. I wasn't sure who committed first to going backwards.
Tears
without
is winning right now.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
On the
who's
cannon?
everyone in cannon.
I mean, I just have to say that it's JX Bow. And probably got them all in the spiral.
Yeah,
No, they were.
just extending the lead right now.
That
Yeah, but
tight
it's still not
spear.
that huge. Actually, is Sean third? I think Sean's third.
Sean is third. He should be.
Let's switch over to Casper here. Maybe we can get some exchanges in the back of the pack. I mean, it's
Oh, no.
the spots are structured. We're seeing like a top 3, 6, and bottom 2 for non. If you're non here, if you have the shock, you want to use it early, but it looks to me like both backwards are still going backwards to try to.
Yeah, it's neck and
Oh,
neck.
there it
2
is.
dodges
Yeah.
in play. Blue.
Oh, blue? Oh,
No
my
shock
gosh.
though.
Yeah, it's going to be getting up there with this golden, though. A little bit rough, but, you know, it's still getting up there.
Yeah, blue onto JX really not going to matter that much because their top 3 break was
still-
already
Yeah.
established.
Top 2-4 for JX still.
You're gonna need a lot more blues and maybe a shock.
I mean, the best Casper can do here is pull a Casper item because why not? I was gonna
Yeah.
say you can try to get Murrah out of third, but without a shock, it's gonna be a clean top 2 for JX.
Yeah, he's just outlining Murrah right now. The shrooms.
When he
Yep.
gets a bump on
Easy.
him.
Not gonna be able to overtake Sean here, I don't think, even with the shroom.
No.
No.
Yeah, and he had a shroom in second as well.
Whether the
Oh, wait, was that
actually,
Murrah?
Murrah just I
Yep.
think he's barely got top 3.
And a late shock indicating JX shock, I'm pretty sure. So Jeff probably dodging in the back. This is looking like a really, really good race here.
Not good for NON.
Yeah, on the track they beat Ession to take that series. Not being able to replicate that here.
I'm already seeing Jeff posting in chat. I asked him Russo or Kevin Bag. I edited it right away, but of course he had to screen cap it. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. Anyway, it's a strong race for JX once again. And they're going to be taking the lead right now. They already have taken the lead. They're going to extend it.
Just dominating these races from the front. NON cannot do anything. Luke was the only one who could get up there that entire GP, it seemed like.
Well, Casperino's
one
is right
instance.
there.
Yeah, but it's not enough to be in third when they're top 2.
That's really true. Yeah, I mean Luke. I mean, where's Luke starting? Yeah, starting second. Yeah, definitely. That's where I'd put him too, because he's got a lot of time on the TTs. He's got the lines. He can like maybe overtake Jeff, run it up.
Yeah.
That's just what he's gonna do. I mean, there's no way around it.
Have we played a reset type track yet? I don't think we have.
Not necessarily. If you count Parkway as one, possibly, but that was a JX pick because they wanted to accommodate for Murrah. So no.
Yeah. So NON, really, what they want is a track pick to see if they can stabilize a little bit.
Yeah. What could you go here for 1-3 if Maple's already chalked off?
DDR,
DDR,
for sure.
yeah.
It's so good for first.
Yeah, so good. It's good for first if you can make the sand hop, and second's gonna be kind of sandwiched in between
Yeah.
first and third.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about wars at this level, everyone's gonna make the sand hop. So DDR is just like instantly hit.
You can easily trap it too if he follows you into it.
Yeah.
We see players like Crash go for the wide sand hop. I feel like that should be utilized more often. I haven't seen that. It's not
Yeah.
too difficult.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
not,
gonna
it's
be
not difficult at all. It's just to avoid backspin though. You should always take the regular sand hop though.
Yeah.
There's no chance of trap.
First
Here we go
track
with
pick
you.
for NON. Finally
I'm
get
interested
one.
to see who's going to be more aggressive and who's going to. It looks like Non just all go past the boxes in like 5, 6, 7, and
TC getting this off the Murrah.
pretty
Okay.
good for
We see
Frozen.
Bill in 8th from Frozen's POV.
Ooh.
And this is good information for Jazz because he can hit that. Because a lot of the times in the bagging, especially recently, a lot of the times baggers just sit at the box and just wait to the
Yeah,
the other.
Jazz doing the strat now because he knows he has Bill and he won't
Yep.
have to get rid of it.
But I think everyone in the room should know that someone has Bill now. Tier should be
Oh.
able to communicate that to his teammates.
I've done that quite a lot by Casper. Barely fell in the rock. It's heartbreaking.
I've noticed Casper likes to alternate between the wheelie rock and the non-wheelie rock, and like it seems to me like he doesn't really find a home for either. He makes the strat sometimes, but he kind of alternates between the two. But still, not too bad of spots, I don't think, for non from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I think we see a
Okay.
blue in the air.
I think both baggers are
Oh,
back
we-
there, so there's not
Still
going
on
to
top.
be a true shock.
Yeah, still top 2 for JX. Non were all middle spots. There's going to be a blue on Demura, and I think someone's going to be taking the regular respawn. That is going to be. I couldn't quite catch who that was.
I can see
Could
it.
be
This is
top
so
3.
tight.
Another blue.
Bill in 5th? Oh my gosh.
This is the tightest GB pack I've ever seen in my life.
Top 3 again for JX despite 2 blues. He's gonna have
Oh,
to
he's going to have to
build
use
them.
it here. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, this is a sign, though. This is a sign
Yeah,
that
yes,
Jazz is running away with
yes.
shock.
Jazz has shock because
Casper should be able to dodge this.
I think you just TS the 3, 4, 5 going for a cut.
Yeah.
he's going to use it so he can do star respawn if they don't shock anyway. So
No shock. Casper takes the cut in a star.
They do call it.
yeah, but Frozen's still going to be getting first.
That's definitely. Actually, I wouldn't say definitely. It's a JX shock nonetheless, though, because
Yeah.
it gets Casper out.
They get Casper out.
Luke dodges
No.
up.
Anybody sure if Jeff was in the cut or no?
It looked to me like he was. I think he dodged the
Okay.
cut as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause I thought he went
someone
around,
behind him.
and I thought they just dodged 2 NON people. Because I think that Bill would have took him to first either way.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to TS the 3, but they saw Casper in a star, so they opted to hold it. So that was the right move there.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I think
good
it's the
call.
top 2 anyway. So.
Yeah.
I think
I couldn't
Jeff
see the
took
last
cut before Luke, and he knew he was gonna beat him if they both get the start up. He wins that race anyways. It's another winning race for JX. And even on GV, they're getting blue 2 times and still winning the race.
Yeah, I mean, GV is just one of those tracks where, I mean, lap 3 is the only lap that matters. But, and pack was really tight, so they just got blued to a mid spot, probably got shrooms, able to take the cut, dodge the shot.
Yeah, and from what I saw, I don't remember who else took cut aside, took the rock aside from Murrah, but it looked to me like Murrah was the only one. If not, somebody else took it in maybe 7th or 8th. I couldn't see because Casper fell off, but I mean, that was the tightest GV pack I've seen in my life. Oh my god.
Yeah, probably everyone made rock in the back, everyone's failing in the front.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, Moonview Highway is going to be coming out here. That's a very strong top 2 track. Starting in 3rd and Moonview Highway is really not ideal because you're either forced to take the second from the left box, or if you want to break up the top spots early on, maybe get a draft. You go tight, but then you don't get a box at all. Yeah, we'll see how Non gets up.
Let's see if Frozen denies the draft here. Probably will, but I'm interested to see in what manner he does it.
He's gonna opt to go to the right first, swerve to the left.
See if Casper reads it. No, he's not. He's going for the draft on 2nd.
Not a bad idea, because usually 2nd doesn't swerve.
Yeah,
It's the
that is
first.
smart.
But he's not going to get it, and he's getting bumped into the
wow.
truck.
Wait,
This
so
is really
getting
bad.
back to qualifier, assuming that Non is in 2nd. No, it's gonna be a JX top 2 with Jeff. Triple green to could easily be a nuisance with this.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
and
so
Frozen
bad
should
for
be
anyone.
gone here.
I don't think he's gonna schlag too hard because it's kind of hard to schlag in this particular spot with boost panels. But I would
with
assume,
boost panels.
yeah, you could schlag in the boost panels, but if you miss out, then the other person's gonna pass you up. Maybe you can
Yeah,
go
if they get past you.
Yeah, Quinn did
Jazz
get
is
up to
winning the bagging battle too.
Initially, Quinn got up to 2nd, but I think he might have gotten sniped out. And that target
triple
power
pow.
and a
TC. Just nothing's going right for these guys.
NON is just going to need shock this race if they want to stay in it. Yeah,
Another
TC.
one.
Oh,
cannot
this
do
is so
anything.
bad.
And right now, both are POVs. One gone in 1st and one gone in last.
Oof.
Can't always have nice things in life, but we're gonna see the lines from Frozen. I want to see what he's got.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
I
pretty sure
think
this is
JX are holding it too.
Yeah, Frozen's just gonna win.
Over to Casper here. I don't think there's gonna be a dodge coming in regardless, but yeah, Luke's gonna spam a mega. Jeff is in 6th, and Quinn hits a
It's
car.
a bottom 3. This is so bad.
Double car from Quinn.
It's
Oh, let
bottom
me see
4 with
spec.
TC.
This is looking like a top 4 for JX.
This could be the
Yeah.
beginning of the end.
And this is, I mean, I figured we didn't actually get into predictions. Usually we get into post-match predictions. I'm sorry, pre-match predictions. But I would have said JX by 32. I know that's kind of cheating because they're winning right now. But if you guys trust me,
I mean,
I
think that's
trust
what
you.
most
I was
people
going
would
JX
guess.
all the way.
Yeah, I think most people would have guessed that. I mean, it's just the more realistic outcome. But I think
Yeah.
anyone could have squeezed it out. But I think it's just race 6 down by 60 maybe? Maybe 50. Well, after that top 4, like 80. So
that's
it's looking
going on
really
the thread.
bad.
Again, they just keep 1st. It is so fun to watch when you're just dominating. They can't do anything. They're not goldening up. They're getting TCs. I don't
And the
think
thing
they had
about it-
blue that race either.
Yeah, the thing about this, it's grand finals. Like, they're dominating in grand finals. Like, this is supposed to be the
Exactly.
closest match. Oh my god, JX is just... They're really a step ahead of the rest of the community. Like,
I'm trying to see what happened in the beginning because I know Casper was initially golden. He did get bumped into the car, So that was one thing that occurred, and then yeah, it's just they couldn't get up there early, and if you don't get up there within the first 10 to 15 seconds, it could spell good night.
Yeah,
it's one of those
it's
tracks
just
like
securing shock.
Yeah, Casper not getting that draft off too. It was smart for him to go and try to draft second, but unfortunately, Spec streaming up and accidentally bumping into the car, and Jax just ran away.
I feel like it's that track and like CM, where the first 20 seconds is the only part of the race that matters.
And
It's just
RBC.
over after that.
I mean, well,
Oh,
RBC is
yeah,
more shock
RBC
heavy.
too.
Yeah.
Well, everything's shock heavy, really.
I think the track JX are picking describes that too. TF, that first like section before the ramp. After that, you can't really do much.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to Peach Gardens here, trying to spark something.
Oh.
No need to be in first at all.
Casper
Really.
not getting the box.
That
Three
fib is
people are
sitting
able to take
high.
that. Yeah.
First pretty, right?
And look at this, top 3 for NON.
Alright, they're turning it around.
This start.
And yeah, I think JX were a little too aggressive at the start. Casper tried to get that mid spot box, but yeah, NON just kind of dropped early, and one of them got maybe an 8th place box right away instead of JX sitting.
And on our other POV, Casper's holding POW in 8th, indicating they have shrooms in top 3.
Yeah, this is real bad. Oh, he used POW.
Or not.
Oh.
I guess he was just waiting.
One to come
Oh,
in.
Frozen with the best pulls ever. He's just gonna be Sherman. Oh, Sherman's second. But,
Becky
I
just
thought-
keeping
yeah.
first though.
yeah.
He tried to get the draft, it looked to me like, on spec to try to mega him, but the draft didn't come off.
Play safe here if you're frozen. Just don't.
I'll Sherman until the
That
cut.
could be
Yeah.
holding your shroom right now as well.
Well, if he
There was a
outdodged.
POW. There was a POW.
I think he went around cut though. So I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
there's the
No
fib.
sure.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Felt slipped my mind, but yeah, that fib attempt was close. I like that spec made it unpredictable, didn't back it
from
right away.
JX.
Good
Really
POW
nice
call.
POW.
Yeah, got spec and he's first with a shroom. Just take cut here and
Jazz is not going back anymore, so he could have shock or he could be dropping star.
I don't
Looks
think he'd
like
be
he's dropping star.
Yeah.
blue and Casper to dodge that shock. Yep.
Oh, it's just shrooms. Oh, it was a star.
Frozen did pick up that ground star. Let's switch over to Frozen. I want to see how well he will be able to get Casper out of that top spot. Spams all 3 nanas though.
Wow, that did not hit somehow.
Casper still has that shroom. Oh, he could easily red him over here.
Ooh.
There's a blue too.
He's gonna dodge it.
Yeah. Oh, is Frozen? No. What is that red doing?
What?
I have no idea.
The red just got confused.
I am confusion. That was confusion.
Yeah. I mean,
He just
Casper with the
couldn't
first.
get a red earlier on before that last straight. That triple nanas and green wasn't enough.
I mean, I've learned from playing Wars. If you use shock there, you need to make sure that nobody chain anything in 8th, because whoever chains their star in 8th, first set and dodges, they just win. Like 90%
Yeah.
of the time.
If you get shock on Peach Gardens, I expect you to win every time.
Yeah. But, well,
Ooh, 4,
do you-
5,
whose shock did
6.
you
Wow.
whose shock was that?
It was a NON shock.
Okay. I thought JX did it to TS though.
Jazz dropped a star for Frozen to at least make him catch up to Casper's tail at the very least, but he wasn't able to get a snipe off on Casper, and of course Casper dodging that blue.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, this game is so action packed, right? It's so hard to see everything.
I don't even think NON won that race.
It was
If they
1-3
did,
bottom
maybe
10.
by 1.
Yeah.
Just
Not
not
by
good
enough.
enough.
Maxi.
I mean, what else would you want? Peach Gardens, you get your pick, you get the shock, you have star in 8th, and you just can't do anything.
I mean, what Maxi said really is true though. It's now or never. They got to start winning races now. They cannot win.
Yeah.
RBC, the longest track
They
in the
have to
game.
live up to their name.
I love watching RBC in competitive MKW and CAS and whatnot. This is honestly one of the most entertaining tracks to watch, because you see teams utilizing those double back spams, but then sometimes the race can change in an instant with
And
the
Frozen
shot.
with the
Burnout.
burnout, that is going to be bad for JX.
If he gets a golden, though, he can get right back up there. He needs a box without stopping, though. And he does get one.
It's triple shrooms, not good enough.
Immediately,
Probably
Spec
keeping first.
accidentally pulls. I mean, he as soon as he pulled reds, he accidentally hit Quinn with them. Like,
Oh,
first frame.
wow. And a bomb.
Already JX though up here with the top three, top four. Actually.
Top 4?
Gonna see a lot of double backs, maybe even
Yes.
triple backs.
This is just really bad. I mean, it's now or never in the race if they want to start winning this race.
40 seconds in, and it might be
When
third.
Quinn gets greened and bumped off at the same time, this is
All up to tears. It is all up to tears here.
And it's a breakaway track. I mean, Sean doing the dirty work here. That's what you need to do at this
That's
stage.
Reds, though.
Yeah.
He's gonna get taken out.
He's just playing midfield.
Yeah. Jazz is winning out very slightly in the bagging bout. I think he was winning incrementally throughout that entire race thus far. And Spec going wide to avoid that fib. I mean, you could back wide in these turns to make it unpredictable, but at the same time, backing tight is not too bad. Just kind of keep them at bay.
Yeah,
Look at
backing
that.
tight,
This is
It's just,
this
always-
next turn is gonna be
yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. If you're going to back tight, though, I'd like to see
Oh.
some backs wide. Like Frozen maybe could have backed wide on those Nanas potentially.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I was
Frozen's
thinking.
Yeah, but he backed it mid, not even wide. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
does get
there's a
wide.
clear path.
They got Spec, though.
And there's nothing they can do. They need... I don't even know how many blues they need.
A lot. It's
A
not possible.
lot.
Well, unless they hit a collateral blue, but that just
Yeah.
will not happen at this level.
I mean, this right here. Oh, woo, random green on Jeff. That's a start.
Yeah.
Megan,
Maybe hold
Megan?
it.
they need shock. Oh, my
Oh,
god.
no, it's just done. It's done.
No, I never
Oh.
say die. Shot coming in.
Okay.
Two
Triple
dodging.
shrooms, okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. All right. Okay, passing Jeff. That's it though. Top 2 is really just gone.
Yeah, it's just...
Not gonna happen.
Kind of
Jazz could
sad.
get a
They
late-
just can't do anything.
A late one. Maybe to dodge the JX players in the back and maybe secure a top 2-4, top 2-5.
Not even a target POW on Frozen.
Yeah. I mean, it really was now or never.
Dodged.
And
Yeah.
a Bill dodge. Insult to injury, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you see, the beginning of RBC. It's pretty much everything there is to it.
That
You won the
bomb.
beginning, pretty
That
much just
bomb
gone.
was just so good.
Yeah.
Unavoidable.
Yeah, because the Thwomp blocks the right path. If you take the tightest line, if you're starting in first, you have to go to the middle because that's where the next opening is, and that bomb just takes up so much space.
Yeah, what a GP there from Frozen.
Oh,
Frozen,
54?
of course. Frozen, of course, just recently coming back from being banned for a couple of years and, making a statement. This is what you want to see from the
Coming
man.
back with a vengeance.
Quite literally. He has a point to prove. Maybe not literally, figuratively, has a point to prove. And
Alright.
what's the deficit? Looks to me like it's 92.
90.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. They're gonna need a huge GP, but they've done it. Didn't they? They top 4'd 3 times in one GP versus AP1 today, bringing the deficit from +10 to +100. So, I mean, they can do it, but it's gonna be really extreme. if they wanna
But
do
can
it.
they do it against JX? This team is on fire.
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to look back at what was the turning point of this war, right? Because this war was close after the first 4 races or so. I'd say BC Wii is definitely a race to look back on, right?
Yeah, no, definitely, because Mura just took the glitch, ran. I mean, really, just the first GP. Because they've been.
Well, that wasn't a turning point, but that wasn't GP1. That definitely was a kind of a statement race at the first GP, and then
Top 4 on Moonview Highway.
yeah, Moonview Highway was strong. GV was a decent race. It was a top 2 for them. They kind of held it throughout. Parkway was a decent race.
If I'm being honest, I don't really think there was ever a turning point. JX has always been in the lead. They've always been winning.
That's true.
There was never a turning point. It was always going in one direction.
NO1 just very rarely in first place this entire war. You don't expect to see that with players like Casper and Luke in the lineup. That's what's happened.
Well, JX is just a monster team. Like,
Yeah.
Luke is gonna opt to stay tight there. Doesn't get backed by Jeff. It's nice to see Luke at least trying to contest that top spot as much as possible.
I think Mura knows it's over. He's going Birdo.
Yeah.
Signature Mura.
Ooh, a little bit of a flub from a couple of players on the Ultra or the wall glitch there. Casper's the only one that takes it cleanly.
Well, that bomb really just prevented a lot of people from being able to take it properly.
Frozen taking Ultra. Yeah.
Yeah, Frozen's just gone. First gone. Oh, bumped a little bit. It's still gonna make it through.
Out the bagging, but Jazz is gonna take the backwards Ultra. Nicely done. But if Tears had shock here, I mean, would you continue to go backwards here? I personally would as a bagger so that I wouldn't make it known to the other team that I have it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, Frozen's gonna be getting blued. I mean, will he still be in first? He will.
Tears falls off with Bill though, so that's not the case. Oof.
Yeah, JX top 2 running away.
Fortunately,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jaggy strat?
I think he's gonna go for
here.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Try to get Frozen on the way down. No, he's gonna fall
he's
off.
just gonna respawn. No shock to dodge him.
Let's see it.
And then this is, I mean, Spec and Luke are the only ones up here in 2-3. But Sean tries to snipe him with the Nana, doesn't connect. Spec could get a back here on this section. It's kind of narrow, but Shock comes in.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just not what you want.
And they're gonna get rutted. Yeah.
It'll grow and
2-3.
beat some of them.
Okay, you know what? This is the time, right? You know, wait. Is it the time? Can they win with 3 top 4s like they did AP1?
Well, you gotta all run at least one of them. Because if you top 4 all 3 races while bagging, the highest you'll get is 93 out of all those 3 races. Or not 93, but plus 93. Sorry, after all those races. But yeah, they're gonna have to all run at least one of them. I think they're gonna keep bagging and then maybe leave it down to the last moment. But I mean, I don't see it happening. JX is just way too strong.
1, 2, 4, 5. How did that happen?
You gotta have hope though. If they can top 4 here and bring in the momentum somehow and do it 2 more times with like a top 4-6 as well.
I think you need top 5s now.
Yeah.
Really?
I gotta say, strong run from Jeff in that particular race. I mean, DDR, it's definitely a runnable track if you take really good lines, so that even if people take Ultra in the back, you know, if you take super solid lines, you should be able to be in first, worst case second, slightly behind first. So nicely done there from Jeff to keep his first. And yeah, this is gonna be a really tough hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean now at this point in the war, this is just practice. Go BC3, practice the Ultra.
Practice all the strats.
Yeah.
Go for everything. You know, maybe you need a few more clips for your montage.
Yeah, exactly. This is the time.
Exactly.
When you post the montage, no one's gonna know that you're down 100.
Exactly. They're just gonna see the moment and the play. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of BC3,
All right. Let's see some big clips, some clip moments.
Let's see some wall hop power dodges from Casper.
it's just the best
hop on the
track
wall to
to
avoid the
watch.
red. Yeah.
Let's switch over to Frozen. Actually, he has a bomb in a really key position, but the spots are fairly mixed, so he's gonna probably hold it until cut, maybe stop. Nope, opposite back of here.
Fine, yeah.
Maybe go for the rail block. Who knows?
Purple shrooms, nice pull. Sean should be unblocking for him. Oh, it's not
Not
even
even
blocked.
block.
Nicely done with the non-stop. And let's switch over to Casper. He's gonna go with the Ultra.
Oh,
Misses out.
Fails it.
Yeah,
No
just
fun and lose the war.
tilted to the right a little too early. You want to hit that apex, that little point in the ramp, and you want to make sure that you hit that. But he did drift a little too early.
Thanks, man.
Bomb snipe on Quinn too.
Is he gonna go for it? Frozen, go Frozen!
Hey.
Ah! I was waiting for that.
All right, now for the cut.
I think they're all gonna go for Ultra here.
Yeah,
And you have
like-
Murr in third too. Like he could block the
Jeff
the company.
Ultra. Then Murrow's gonna go for Ultra behind him, maybe? Or just regular cut.
Jeff.
Yeah, Birdo makes it. Montage.
This is
Sorry,
just
I
too
meant to
easy
do-
for these guys.
I meant to do a crowd chant, but instead I sounded like a gorilla. Yeah, this is clean. This is.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
One
We're
of them
gonna
go
see a
for
3-for-3 Ultra from Jeff here for sure.
Oh, they get 3 greens. Yeah, I mean they're just having fun with it now.
Yeah.
They won.
First
probably celebrating.
tournament.
Switch over to Frozen. Are they gonna go for the Ultra again?
A
Nah,
little
not
shroom was
Frozen.
attempt.
would have liked to see it. Oh, Jeff's going for the
didn't?
cut. Yeah.
Even on Birdo, this guy's destroying.
This is just. This is.
Look at this room.
Well, it's like DK, you know, like DK's not too bad.
Oh,
Oh.
my god.
This is just typical BC3. It's nothing new. Oh, the communication
This
is just
is
not
so
there.
bad.
Someone just
And
say
Jazz
this is
is
a meme
showboating.
war. This
Jazz
is
is showboating on the line.
Oh,
No,
what
they
is-
did it again. Oh my god. Gazra went into the spec went.
They should hold their mini turbo, and at the end of the race, you know, when it forces them to release, who makes turbos?
Yeah.
I think I don't know if that second time was intentional. Maybe it was just to play up the memes and the cast, but Casper just missed a time that mini turbo release at the same time as Spected again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're just running up the score now.
Yeah, I mean, what does it matter though? It's just a win,
Yeah.
tournament win.
What do you have to do if you're non? That's all I have to say.
I mean, if I'm non, I'm happy we make it this far.
Yeah,
Over
Oh, yeah.
MW, over SE.
over everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going to gain a decent chunk of CP, especially going up against the giants such as MW and heck, even SC. I mean, beating both of them, it's going to do wonders for their CP growth.
I already
for
know
non-
these guys are gonna make it. It's just
So-
where they finish.
Right.
I mean, for non, they're just, you know, they made it to grand finals. Time to put on a show for the crowd. You know?
Mhm.
Nothing really else they can do now.
Speaking of the tournament, honestly, I feel like this season is going to be a lot more unpredictable. I mean, not with like the top 2, top 3. You're going to see JX dominating throughout. You're going to see Metro Wipeout. Okay, maybe not as strong as before because they lost a couple key pieces like Fox, for example. But Metro Wipeout will certainly make a contention for top 5, and then Superbia. And then you have a couple of other teams waiting in the wings too, like Lightspeed Ultraviolet made a pretty strong run in this tournament. I know Zesti is a part of that team.
Oh yeah, they've been in the lab in between seasons.
So who'd you guys lose to again in the losers finals?
We lost to MW.
Oh yeah, that one was not too. It was kind of close, right? It was like a 20-30 point deficit.
60. I think.
See,
Okay,
but
never mind. I was
same
confusing
thing.
two different matches. Yeah, it was a good
you
run
just gotta
for
take
you
what you can get.
at least. As for the other Lightspeed team, Lightspeed Noah, they did lose to Moonblast, and then Moonblast lost to Ultraviolet in round 3. Moonblast could be in the top 12 as long as their consistency is in check, but we have several other teams that could easily make that top 12. Like, for example, Timeless is a kind of a dark horse team in this tourney.
I mean, I think Moonblast, they were seeded top 11.
Yeah, they were top 11, so I definitely expect them to.
Yeah.
And the thing about this tournament is, like, my team, we got pretty lucky with the bracket.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah,
have
they
to
did.
play a lot of tough teams until late
Didn't
on.
really get that lucky against the match against Moonblast. I mean, nothing. We couldn't get anything out, and Brody outbagged me. 10-1 shot count. It should have been around 8-4 for Brody, but unfortunately I couldn't. But yeah, he did a really good job against me.
I
and
mean,
then
also-
Elton played really well.
I
against
mean,
Moonblast.
whatever Brody puts his mind to, he's gonna do it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
gonna say.
absolutely. But I mean, let's just take a look at this race real quick. We're gonna see Casper going for the red Trumba. And okay, Casper. All right.
I think Jeff's on a 60, so.
Not with his blue though. I think if you're JX, you just want to go triple. Maybe not troll like 5 times. You want to get like maybe 2 trolls to try to accommodate for Jeff.
Yeah. There's nothing else to play for, is there?
No. I think if you're a JX, one of you guys should go back for stars and get like 2 trolls off maximum and try to get Jeff up there. Maybe get a shock if you're Jax.
Put on the show, you know.
Yeah. I kind of got reminded actually. You remember that one clip in the World Cup last year where it was LTA versus Denmark, and Gomez had the star, and I had the star, and Gomez had the shock.
Oh, we have a star drop from Jaggy. And it's dodging it first!
Oh no!
I dropped the star for Mike, and then Mike dodged the shock with Gomez holding onto it. You remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really drop a star here, but you know, you could try to do something crazy, like drop a star after shock, you know, after double bagging, and have, you know, Jeff pick it up.
Well, you can drop a star, just really late.
Yeah, really late. Maybe drop a star around the zapper, or drop a star after if you guys use an early shock. But where is Jeff? He's in. Switch over to Casper. He's in 4th. Let's see if he's gonna get that 60.
All right, get the 60, Jeff. Let's see it.
Well, they're holding blue, so I don't think it's gonna happen.
Jeff just needs the
Maybe a
shroom. That's
shock.
all he needs. Oh, did you see Jeff going in the cut?
Yeah.
He got
I don't know
fourth.
if he got 4th. I don't.
He got 4th.
Yeah. I don't think he got 4th, but maybe not 1st.
Would have been nice to see a Jeff 60 to round this game out, but nonetheless, I mean, JX, absolute destruction of now or never throughout the tournament, fairly consistent. Did have a little bit of a tough time against Superbia in the winners finals, but it proved to be too much for Superbia.
So I think we're back at it next week with the weekend tournament. Do you guys have any preferences for the format?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have no preferences, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Swiss. That's what it was in the
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
thought it
stuff
was
like track bands or that first to 11 we played last.
Oh,
last
best
season.
of 13 is pretty cool.
Best of 13, yeah, that's what it was.
ooh,
I thought it was
okay.
pretty cool.
We'll see what they do, but
Best of
know.
13 or first to 7, whatever floats your boat. I mean, that one, it's a completely different dynamic, right? Instead of going for these big races, maybe making a couple of risky shocks to get like a top 3 instead of you
just go for top 2.
Whoever gets up there early, you know, you're gonna see a lot more of the mid pack play. You're gonna see a lot more, you know, nitty gritty races in which teams are just trying to secure +3, +5 instead of making risky plays.
And also, think about that tournament, like, you know, scores aren't really kept, so, I mean, some players who are all about the endos, like, they won't, you know, you'll see them, like, make more team plays and stuff like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Make more plays, because, I mean, endos are not even, they don't even matter. I mean, they don't even record it, I don't think.
I don't even know if people like that format. I don't think they did. Just
mixed reviews, I gotta say.
The fact that you could lose the war despite scoring more points than the opposition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just thought it was cool because it was
different. It was fun.
I mean,
for me.
it was made for upsets, I think, is what.
Yeah,
the
that's
point.
true.
A lot more possibility of an upset to happen.
Made for upsets, except Ethereal just completely swept KG in the final 7-0. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, it would have been the same thing here.
You get an extra point, yeah.
Yeah, that's what people are suggesting. I remember, like +20 races should be like +3 or +2 points.
I think what you could do is instead of having just +20 with an extra point, because you never know, a team could win by 18 and they'll still feel kind of hard done by because they only get 1 point out of that. You could do 8-point increments potentially, or 8 to 10 point increments. You could be like, okay, if you win by 8 or more, you get 2 points. If you win by 16 or more, you get 3 points. And then instead of making it a best of 7, you can maybe do a first to 30 points or first to 25, you know, something like that.
Yeah, because like the thing about the turn, like when races were ending, like when you just saw the other team got top 2, you just like put down the controller because it's already over.
Yeah.
Although
Point
I
to
think
play.
if you make it like that, it wouldn't be that much different than a regular war, because you know the really strong races are going to be kind of weighed similarly to what a war would be. It wouldn't be a fixed number of races like 12 races. So I guess the best of 7 format is a different format altogether, if that makes any sense.
And no one finishing off with a top 2 though, winning race.
Yeah.
Off on a good note, I guess.
I mean, strong showing overall from JX. I'm really impressed with how they performed today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just expected. It was a given.
Mm-hmm. And Frozen's heart rate monitor still peaking at 110, even though this is over. Frozen is all about the grind.
He's back.
Yeah.
Oh, top 4. Okay.
Where was this earlier, Nod?
Ending off on a good note, a really good note.
Ending off with a fridge. I mean, top 4-9.
Go in the montage.
Yeah. you could be like, I don't know if you guys heard of this, but North Korea, supposedly in like the 2006 World Cup, they misconstrued their citizens into thinking that they were winning against Brazil.
정말 만만치 않은 상태와 수비와 함께 공격적으로 저글링도
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the end they lost like 2-1 or something. Yeah, it could be like that. Now or never will be like the North Korea of this game. Just I don't know.
I heard of that.
No, they're winning. They got top 4. They have completely destroyed JX out of the water. Good win for JX.
Yeah, and it looks like JX are your weekend tournament number 1 winners.
No,
I think some would say this is as expected, but to me, I thought it would be a really close match between JX and MW. Maybe a 2-1 series to MW, but they're not even here, and JX just walk away with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I said it was expected, I meant like this matchup. I think
Between these guys, yeah.
Yeah, I think 90% of people thought JX was gonna win. I thought NON could have like maybe done something, like maybe pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, this is the second best team in this tournament, so you don't expect what happened to actually happen. But
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you could say they're the second best. I think Superbia can make a contention for that, even though they did lose Superbia. I mean, that's second. The spot for second best team, the spot for top 5 teams in the game. You could say that Metro Wipeout maybe not our top 2 anymore because of losing out on Fox, but second through 5th place teams are going to be really tight this season. I feel like JX will kind of run away with it just based on how they've performed in this tournament, but it's going to be a really unpredictable season overall.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Any other pointers you guys want to make?
No, I mean, I think it was a good match to watch. At least it's a good watch.
Yeah.
Like most.
And I thought you guys did a really good job in your guys' first cast.
Yeah, I mean, thanks. I
The
mean,
next chapter.
the next chapter, L's taking over.
Can't wait to have Mason over. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
Mason.
Yeah.
Mason, a lot of people want Mason to cast. He likes to keep it real, I guess you could say.
We'll get some feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that like one of the issues, I'm gonna be real here too, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm not gonna like hide anything or sugarcoat anything. I think one of our problems was that same exact topic, sugarcoating. I feel like a couple times in the past we would sugarcoat these mistakes or say like, oh, that's so unfortunate, right? Maybe that was a thing of the past, maybe not. We don't do that as much anymore. But if somebody makes like a crucial mistake, we got to point it out as it is, right? We got to say, okay, no, that's not the kind of thing you want to do at this stage. That's something like that. Just giving an example.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the main problems here. I mean, one other thing I thought it was just funny when when you didn't think it was like when you were looking at lineups, when you didn't think they were like the best player, you'd be like, this guy, he's a pack player.
Yeah, no, I was the one who coined that term. I'd like to think that term is long gone. Like ever since MKPS Season 1, I never used that term ever again.
It's midfield now.
Now we got midfield.
We got midfield.
He's back playing.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming along, and I think you guys have put in your Yeah, application. You put in your application. This is essentially your time to shine, and I feel like you guys passed the test with flying colors. All right, and that'll be it for coverage of MKPS tournament number 1. Stay tuned for tournament number 2. Coverage of that will be uploaded very shortly, as it is going on right now as I speak. But first, we're going to have an interview with JX post-match. They will be expressing their thoughts about the win and what the situation is with their team going forward. On behalf of the boards, I'm Jaggy. We will see you guys on the flip side.